This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so before starting today, any questions anyone so far based on whatever we discussed? No questions. Okay. So yesterday we are trying to understand about the Salesforce. Okay. Just I'll try to recap for 2 minutes. So the first thing we should know about cloud computing. Okay, it's kind of definition. It's a terminology. The process of providing the services through internet we call as cloud computing. Cloud is nothing but internet. Okay, through internet, the companies they offer the application as a service. They also offer the platform as a service. They also offer the infrastructure as a service. Okay, so Salesforce is one of the software company. By using the cloud computing concept, they are providing two types of services. Okay, so they are providing Salesforce CRM applications as a software as a service, and they are providing the Force.com platform. So, I mean, all we need to do log into their website and do the development, configuration, and achieve the client requirements. They are offering such kind of platform. These are the services provided by Salesforce. Okay, so now we need to understand. So, what is this CRM? Okay, how exactly? So, why the companies they need CRM? So, we will discuss, and after that, I'll explain how the project starts. Okay, so where we need to work. So all those things I'll explain in detail. Okay, today let's understand about the CRM. The full form is customer relationship management. Okay, so what is the purpose? So mainly we can classify the CRM into different modules. So one of the functionality, marketing, sales, and support. So if you take any business in the market, think of any kind of business on day to day to deal with the customers. They need some application where they can store all the customer interactions in a meaningful way. Okay, almost all companies they require CRM, customer relationship management. Okay, so maybe one of the practical example. So if you see, I'm providing the Salesforce training, right? So let's say I'm giving training with one of the name. So how do you know about my training? So I need to do some marketing, right? So uh, maybe through some reference or maybe from one of the website, right? Maybe in different ways you might be knowing about my training, right? You are the leads for me. Okay, I mean I also use um, Salesforce here. Okay, I mean how exactly it works, I'll explain. Okay, to understand easily. Okay, so CRM, relationship management. Any business we consider, if you think of any business needs marketing, business needs sales. They also need to provide the support, right? Maybe we'll say service. So for my training, so how I am marketing. So what is the first phase? How people know that I'm giving the training? So I need to give some advertisements, right? I need to do something so that you know about my training. Okay, not only training, any business first. How do you know about Apple? How do you know about Dell? Okay, so they do some marketing initially when they start the business. Okay, marketing starts with giving the advertisements. Okay, technically, maybe we can call as campaign. Okay, assume that campaign is one of the table. Okay, so let's say what type of advertisements company will give? Maybe TV advertisements, paper advertisements, maybe Facebook, or maybe one of the Google AdSense internet. Maybe while watching YouTube video, you might see some of the advertisements. There are different ways of doing the campaign, right? Providing the advertisements. So for each advertisement, they have to spend some money, right? So what will happen? Assume that campaign is a table. In that table, they maintain so paper advertisement from which date to which date, how much they are, what is the budget, how much they spent. So all those details they maintain. Okay, in the same way for internet advertisements, TV advertisement. So how much they are spending. So all those things they maintain as part of the campaign. Okay, I will show you in the application so that you can understand more. For now, just theoretically, we have to high level understand. Okay, so campaign is the first phase. This is nothing but advertisements, whatever we give. Okay, it's like a table. Okay, everything, whatever I'm going to say, it's like a table. Okay, so what is the advantage? We give the advertisements. Okay, so due to advertisements, what is the benefit? They get the response, right? Let's say I'm giving the training due to my advertisements. So what I get the leads, right? Lead is someone who is looking for the product or the service. Okay, since I'm giving the training, it fall under service, right? I'm not giving any physical product to you, right? So I'm just spending my time to explain, and maybe I'm giving some soft copies of the material, right? So I'm providing the service. Okay, so for my training, so you are looking for the training, right? Maybe you know about my training from by someone, or maybe from one of the website something. So you are a lead for me, means I have your information. I know that you are looking for the training, right? So I know your name, email, and mobile number, right? So what is the benefit if I know, if I get the leads? The benefit is whenever I start the training, I'll send mail to all the leads, or I will send the message to all the leads. So if someone is available, if they are looking for the training at that point of time, they will respond and they say that they want to, they want to attend the training. Okay, so lead is kind of someone they are looking for that product or service, but it is not guaranteed that they will buy the product or they will take the service. Okay, all if you see, right, so your leads, I sent email to you or I sent a message in WhatsApp. So all of you registered and you joined my training for the demo, right? So maybe you might not join, or you might join my training, right? It's not guaranteed. It's not like all of you join my training and continue, right? So that's the lead. Okay. So once lead is showing further interest, meaning I am saying that a 3 days demo, all of you can attend 3 days, and after 3 days, if you want to proceed, if you want to pay the fee and continue, you are like a customer to me, right? So lead, if they are showing interest and if they are ready to buy, are ready to take the service, they can become as a customer. Okay. And also I'm giving one-to-one training, right? I mean, so all of you, you are individual persons. Okay, so if you join, you'll pay the fee and join. But sometimes I also get the candidates for the training from a company. Maybe let's say there are 2 or 3 companies. They have few candidates who want to attend the training, right? So maybe when I say lead, in lead, I capture the some of the basic details like first name, last name, email, phone, and also the company. If you are joining from a company, I'll also capture our company information. Okay, so this is a lead. So if you are joining, okay, so let's say through one of the company you are joining this demo. After demo, if you want to join, so since you are showing interest, I can convert this lead into customer. How we can convert? So when we convert the lead, it will be converted as account and contact and opportunity. I'll explain what is that. So what is this account? Account is nothing but through which company you are, from which company, your company information, right? So company name, address, right? So those kind of details I'll capture as part of the account. Okay, contact. So your information. Let's say 4 candidates are joining from the same company. What I'll do, I'll create one account. Under that account, multiple contacts, right? So I'll create. So contact is nothing but the person information. So whatever the individual information is there, that can be captured as a contact. Okay, and also, so what is this opportunity? Internally, opportunity is nothing but a deal, right? So I mean, why I am converting you as a customer? So what exactly, what service, what product you are purchasing from me? So that information we store in the opportunity, right? It's a deal. So opportunity is nothing but a deal. Okay, and also, so here as part of this opportunity, so what is the service you are taking, or what is the product? How much is the quantity? Right, all those kind of details we populate. And also, right, next phase, you are showing interest. I am converting you as account and contact and opportunity. But for some kind of business, customers, they negotiate, okay, the product price, service, they ask some discount and all those kind of things. Okay, so it's not that even though we convert lead as a account, contact and opportunity, they are going to take, okay, maybe as part of the quote, if it is a complex product, right? So people ask for the quotation. Okay, let's say maybe that company, they ask for a quotation, right? If they are okay, they'll pay and continue, right? So the deal might be successful or might be failed. Okay, so that's the process. If you see, starting from advertisement, someone respond, whoever is showing interest for the product or service, they'll respond, and after demo or after initial discussion, they would like to continue. Lead will be converted as account, contact and opportunity. Account is nothing but the company information. Contact is the person who is working in that company. The opportunity is a deal, what they are looking. Okay, so if the deal is successful, if it is closed successfully, so that means you are paying money and joining. Okay, so that's the phase. That's mostly this part fall under marketing. Okay, so after this will be converted as account contact, and then maybe this part, once it is converted as account contact, sales team they'll try to negotiate and do all those kind of things. Okay, if you are interested, you'll sign up, you'll pay, and you will continue with the service or product. Okay, so that's sales. So that is not the ending. Okay, the next thing, service, right? So maybe for this training, so what is the service? Maybe after the training, let's say you need some resumes, you need some project explanation, right? You have some questions. So maybe I'll be capturing that as a service. Okay, maybe for my business is very small, right? But big companies, so they get hundreds of um, service requests. Okay, so those things will be captured as a case in Salesforce. Case is like a service request. Okay, anything whatever the customer need after buying the product or service will fall under uh, case. Okay, that fall under the service. Okay, these are the different functionalities you see as part of the CRM. Okay, maybe let me give you the even more meaningful example. Okay, let's take one company. So let's take internet service provider. So let's say you are using Airtel internet, right? So how do you know about Airtel? So Airtel company, right? So just I'm changing this to Airtel. Airtel company, they maintain a marketing team. They recruit the employees who can do the marketing, right? Those employees, what they'll do, they'll spend money. They'll be having a budget, yearly or monthly budget. So based on that, they'll run the campaigns, means advertisements. They spend some of the money for paper advertisements, some of the money for internet advertisements, TV advertisements, sponsoring for one of the event. In different ways they'll spend. Due to that, they get the leads, right? Someone who is showing interest for their internet services, right? So lead can be an individual person or can be a company, right? Let's say there is a startup company, one of the software company, they need internet for 100 employees of their company, right? So maybe as an individual we need internet. It can be an individual or it can be a company. But if you assume that it's a company, all these details will be captured. The next thing they explain about the different plans of the internet. Okay, so if you are showing further interest, they'll convert you as a customer, right? So let's say one of the ABC software company, they are interested to take the internet for 100 employees. That company, they'll convert that lead as a account contact and opportunity. Account is that company, ABC company. From that company, who is reaching, who is talking to Airtel company for the internet, right? One of the person from that company, they will be calling and asking for internet, right? So that person details will capture in the contact. And what is the opportunity? They need internet for 100 employees in one of the location, maybe one of the address. Okay, so that those details will be captured as part of the opportunity. The next thing, they'll provide the quotation. Maybe as part of the opportunity, the Airtel company, they provide the quotation to that ABC company, whoever is looking for that internet service. Okay, so let's say if they like the quotation, if they are okay with all the terms, okay, they will close the deal successfully. So that means they have to pay money to Airtel company and take the internet connection. Okay, so that's the process. Right? That's the end of the sale. But service, why they need service? While using internet, let's say internet is not working. So what will happen that time? That ABC Limited, that company, one of the employee from that company, they'll call to Airtel and say that internet is not working. Airtel company, they create a right case is nothing but service request. Anything, it might be a problem, or it might, let's say they want bill, internet bill, right? Any query, whatever they have, that will be captured as a case. Okay, the employees of the Airtel company, they'll send the team who can fix that internet issue, and once it is fixed, the case will be closed successfully, right? And also there will be timelines. It's not like once after calling, they should not take more than 1 day or more than 2 days, right? They cannot take 1 month, right? So those kind of terms will be there. So like that, so the Airtel company, starting from marketing and sales and the service, everything they capture as part of the CRM. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, just I am trying to give some examples so that you can understand. Okay, and also this Airtel company, they are also providing a service, right? They don't provide any product, maybe except a modem. That won't be useful if you are not using their internet, right? So they are providing service monthly, keep on. So as soon as you use the internet, you have to pay monthly, right? So that's the example. Let me take one more example, right? This time let's take Apple company. So why they need CRM? This Apple company, they provide the product, they also provide the service. They provide both. So let's say, so why, so what they offer? They offer iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch. They offer Apple laptop. Okay, if you like the Apple branding, right? So we know about Apple. You can buy, right? So one of you want to buy iPhone. How do you know about iPhone? How do you know that the latest is iPhone 15? We get some advertisements. So while accessing internet or maybe paper advertisements, or we get email. In different ways, we get to know that they are launching the new product, right? So the Apple marketing team, they run the advertisements. So who is the lead? Who want to buy that? So do we buy directly from Apple? Maybe if the Apple store is nearby, we directly buy, but most of the times we buy from some distributors, right? So let's say maybe in India, Big C, Purvika, some companies, right? So they buy Apple phones from Apple company and they'll sell from their store, right? So maybe there might be some distributors. Okay, I mean for Apple company, so let's say Purvika, is one of the mobile store in India, right? Mobile store is a company. Okay, so they are interested. So they are launching iPhone 15. So Purvika company. So they need 1,000 iPhone 15. Then they'll respond for the campaign. Right? They are like a Purvika company is like a lead for Apple. Right? So who is contacting from that Purvika, that mobile? Okay, so let's say I'm just taking some names here. These details, maybe this might be that company, right? So let's say Big C, the company, and the email address, I mean, the maybe the company name. So all those details will be captured as part of the lead. Okay. So later lead will be right. So converted. So they are showing further interest after talking to Apple. So then they'll convert into account contact. So account here, this company may be the Big C company contact. So from that company who is approaching, those details will be captured as part of the contact. So what is the deal? They want 1,000 uh, iPhone mobiles. That's the deal. Okay, so what is the next phase? They ask for the quotation. Purvika, I mean, no, maybe this Big C company, they ask for the quotation from Apple. Apple company, they will provide the quotation with some discount or whatever. So if they like, they will pay and they will close the deal. Okay, that's the process. So after selling, the next phase is service. Okay, so as part of the service, maybe this company again, they'll sell to end users like us, right? So individual people, they'll buy from this Big C company. Okay, so let's say after buying the iPhone, if there is any problem, what we'll do, no need to maybe reach out to this Big C company, right? Directly we can also call to Apple. Okay, so what they'll do, if your phone is under warranty, so without charging anything, okay, so they will provide the free service. Okay, so that they manage, the Apple company, they'll provide the service. So this is nothing but the CRM process. Okay, this process we call as CRM, customer relationship management. So not only Salesforce, anywhere, even the other technologies. So Microsoft Dynamics, we have Joho CRM, Sugar CRM. There are many other companies who is providing the CRM services, but Salesforce is number one for CRM. Okay, so just understand about this process, customer relationship management. So any questions on understanding this CRM? Okay, so any questions you can ask. Okay, yeah, the next thing what we need to understand. So all these things, the Salesforce company, when any client they register, they'll provide all these applications. Maybe to have more understanding, right? I mean, just theoretically we are discussing, but how exactly these applications looks. So how we work. So let's start with that. So assume that Apple is the company. They want to have the application to manage their CRM. Okay, they are looking for CRM application. They see some softwares in the market, right? So Salesforce CRM is one of the number one platform until now. Okay. Also other options, Microsoft Dynamics CRM, Joho CRM, and other. sugar CRM, there are many other things. They want to see Salesforce. So it is number one. So why it is number one, and so what are the features the Salesforce company they are providing. So let's say the Apple team, they want to try how Salesforce looks and how the applications they are providing. Okay, so what will happen? Apple, at Apple company, they will be having a team. Okay, so assume that there are some employees in Apple. So let's say, so Venu is one of the person. Let's say he's the one of the director, so high level management. He's responsible to get the CRM application for Apple company, right? So Venu, and also the team. He might have some employees working under him, right? So they will explore. Let's say we know that Salesforce is one of the number one platform, right? So they want to try and understand how this Salesforce works. So what will happen as part of the research? This person, Venu, will try to reach out to Salesforce sales team and understand so what exactly they are providing as part of the CRM. Okay, so what will happen? So this person will go to the website. So he can also explore the pricing. He can also talk. He can fill the details, right? Venu, the company name, email, all those. They'll also call and explain. So what are the different services they are offering? Okay. So Venu first don't want to directly buy Venu and team. So first they want to see the trial version and understand how exactly it works. So what that person can do. So let's say they want to go with unlimited. Okay, in future we'll understand more about these editions. So for now they want full features of the CRM, marketing, sales, and service and everything. So let's say they want to go with unlimited. So they want to try how this works. So you can click on try for free and they'll provide, right? So when something, right? So maybe click on next and fill the details. So all those kind of things. Okay, so the company, Apple company, right? So based on the country, next and fill all the details and submit. So that in minutes he will get a mail with the instructions how to set the password. You can set the password and log in and explore all these applications, whatever I'm explaining here as part of the CRM. Okay, that's the process. Okay, but really I'm not registering here because if you register here, it is 30 days free trial, right? So after 30 days, if you don't pay, so they cannot continue, right? They'll lose access to the Salesforce account. Okay, I mean, this is a process, but since we don't want, because so our training is like more than 1 month, okay, so we don't want to lose whatever we are creating. So the other way, I mean, not as a customer, in general, whoever want to start with Salesforce, so either let's say one of the person got job in Apple company, he knows that they are using Salesforce for the CRM, right? So as a sales, let's say he's joining in the sales department. So before joining that company, he want to understand how Salesforce looks, so how that sales application works, some basic thing he want to know, right? Or I'm looking for Salesforce administration, admin roles, or one of the person is looking for Salesforce development role. One of the person want to become a Salesforce architect, Salesforce business analyst, Salesforce tester. Anyone, whoever want to start with Salesforce, we have to use a website, developer.salesforce.com. Okay, so this is the website. Yeah, all of you. So for you, right, recordings in that meeting link only, I have updated I have added one of the Excel. Okay, so if you open that, you'll see daily recordings. You can see here. I'm also adding a folder. In this folder, the PPT, whatever I showed, so all those things you can see here. Okay, whatever the important things we have, I'll update here. Okay, uh, so this website is for Salesforce registration. So I recommend all of you to register here. Okay, so all of you should come to um, should open this website and sign up. Okay, um, because I mean here if you sign up, it is forever, so it won't expire in 30 days. But if you sign up, at least you need to log in once in 6 months. Okay, so until 6 months, if you don't log in, you might lose your account. They'll send one email saying that they will be removing your account. Okay, so you will have 1 week time. So before to that, simply if you log in again, next to 6 months, you'll have your account. So like that. Okay, so this will never expire as soon as if you log in once in a 6 months. So all of you, for our practice, so we need to come to this website and sign up. Okay, so that's the process. But in this free edition, this is a free edition. Obviously, there are some limitations. So not about the functionality, some the space, whatever the space they provide to store the data, all those things will be limited. Otherwise, we can see the full power. So for unlimited edition, whatever the features, we can see same features we can see in the free edition also. Only the limitation is with the amount of data what we can store. In general, the company requires more memory space, at least in GBs, 1 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB, right? So, but for this free edition, they'll only provide the 5 MB memory space. Okay, so just understand. So don't think that we should have a paid account. So to practice, that is not needed. The free account is more than sufficient. Okay, exactly same thing you see when you start working for a project. Okay, so all of you, you can go to this website. I mean, maybe not now. So after this class, also you can go here. Okay, so if you see, click on the browse trials. Okay, so here you see a button sign up for the Salesforce Developer Edition. So click on that. Here you can fill the details and sign up. Okay, so maybe I'll use one of your name. Let's go with Hari. Yeah, so let's say maybe we are taking Venu, right? So let's say let's go with Venu, the director of Apple company. Okay, so registering. So in general, right? Whatever, if he is working in Apple company, this will be the email. Okay, But for now, here I'm going to use my email address. Okay, so just I'm just copying. Okay, so this is my email address, and role can be anything. You can choose anything. I'm choosing developer, but it can be anything. Company name, technically it should be Apple, right? But this place is for company. Okay, but you can give any name. Maybe what I'll do to recognize that this is for batch 106, I'm just giving Apple 106. Okay, technically that is for the company name. And the region, so what is the headquarters of the company? So maybe companies can be maybe from India, US, or UK, right? So you can choose anything based on the country. So maybe I'm using United States. Okay. And only the advantage when this account is created, Salesforce, they have many servers, hundreds of servers. Okay. We get space. So this company, whoever is registering, they get the space in one of the Salesforce server. Since I'm choosing United States, maybe they allocate the space in one of the server present in United States. If you choose India, maybe one of the server present in India, you get the memory space from that. Okay, only that's the difference. Otherwise, you can choose anything. Okay, so state, so you can choose anything. So let's say I'm choosing where pin code. Okay, I mean, no need to give exactly. You can type something. Okay, and also the username. Okay, so this is important. In general, username, the first name dot last name @company.com, right? So let's say veno.v@apple.com. So that's the format. Okay, but here maybe I'm just simply using veno@batch106.com. Okay, technically, this is the company name. I'm just giving as batch 106. Okay, so just understand, and you can click on I agree. Okay, when you register, you can give whatever you like. It should be like here something @something.com in that format. Okay, so click on sign up. Okay, so once you click on sign up, so it might take few minutes. Okay, maybe immediately if you go and check your email, you might not see anything. Okay, uh, just understand, it will take some time. Okay, almost there. Please check your email. Okay, now I think. Okay, so wait for a few minutes. Okay, so what will happen? We get email, and we have to set the password. If you see, until now we did not set the password. Once the account is created, you'll get email and set the password, set the secret question, and login. Okay, so that's the process. Okay, so all of you, I recommend you to follow these steps. Okay, so once we log in, I'll explain so how the CRM application looks and all those things. Any questions so far? Any questions based on whatever we are discussing? Okay, so right, so now once we register, right, Salesforce CRM, so whatever we get, that is production. Okay, once we sign up, right, Salesforce CRM. So the first step one, register. So once we register and after setting the password, we can log in. So that account, right, whatever the Salesforce, they'll provide the account, that is the production account, right? So the production account for Apple company, Apple Salesforce production. This, so what is this? So what will happen in one of the Salesforce server, right? So you know about server, right? Server will be like this. There can be hundreds of servers from Salesforce. In one of the Salesforce server, they allocate some space. Let's say they are going to allocate 5 MB space for us. Is it for only Venu, only that person? No, right? So this person is registering for Apple company, right? Maybe initially that account will be created for the Apple company. Initially, maybe Venu is one of the user, right? So later, so what will happen? So this user can create other users for their team members, right? So Venu can set password and login. Let's create user for other team members, right? We'll create users for other team members so that what will happen, everyone they'll open the website, everyone will be having a different username password, they'll log in, they can access the CRM of Salesforce, right? So that application is for everyone, not for personal purpose, right? If you take my Gmail, right, let's say if I log into my Gmail, only I can see my emails, I cannot see your emails, right? Like that. But this software is not for individual persons, this is for company. Once this application is created, once they have the production, all the employees of this company they can log in, they can access. Maybe one user created a campaign, the other user in that company also can see that. Okay, also we have some options to control between the employees, who can see which option. So all those are different topics we'll discuss. But what I want you to understand here, whatever we register is not for our personal purpose. We are registering for a company. All employees of that company they can log in and access. Okay, that's the thing we need to know. Okay, so next, so explore CRM apps. Okay, so they have marketing, sales, and the service. Okay, later I'll show you. So what we need to do. Okay, so now by this time I might be getting an email. If you see, I got the email. Okay, if you see, this is the email. Okay, so click on verify account. Okay, so here we need to set the password. Okay, I'm just giving a password. Some security question. So based on person to person, you can choose. So whatever you want and give. Okay. So for me, simply I'm giving like this. Okay, that's it. So we logged in. So this is a Salesforce account. We see within the minutes that company, so they can log in. Okay, before we explore, okay, so how we can create the other users. So one thing we need to understand. So this look and feel, whatever you are seeing, right? So this we call as lightning experience. Okay, so before 2015, the way how we see this is very different. That we that now Salesforce they are calling as Salesforce Classic. Right? I mean, in general, right? If you see Gmail or Facebook, 10 years back, you see it was maybe not that much great. Now today, how those applications are looking. So there is an improvement with the way how we see the web page. In the same way, Salesforce after 2015, they introduced a Lightning experience. Okay, whatever you are seeing now is Lightning experience. So before 2015, it used to be different look and feel. Now they are calling that one as Classic. In general, by default, we work with the Lightning experience. Okay, if there are very old clients who is using Salesforce from 2000, 2010, still maybe some employees might be using Classic. But 99% we use Lightning experience. Okay, so just one option I want to show you. In case if you want to switch to old version, so if you see once we log in on top, okay, click on this. This is like a profile icon. Okay, so view profile icon. Click there, and if you see options, we have switch to Salesforce Classic. Right. So click on switch to Salesforce Classic. You see now how it is looking. So the way how it is looking is different when compared to Lightning experience. But this was old before 2015. Okay, so still, so we have the option to switch between the Classic and also the Lightning experience. Okay, so now again I'm clicking on switch to Lightning experience. Okay, so like this. Okay, and also before we understand the other options, one of the most important thing what we need to understand. So let's say if I log out now, log out. So how to log in again? So what is the website we need to open? Okay, so if you see here, so when we register, we get a unique address. You can bookmark and you can open and enter username and password and login. So let's say if you don't remember this, okay, the generic way to log into the production. Okay, I'm talking about the production. So after we register, so what we get is the production. So what is the URL to log into the production? Login.salesforce.com. Okay, this is the website. So daily, once you sign up, okay, to sign up, we go to developeredition.com and sign up, right? But to log in daily, all we need to do, go to this website, login.salesforce.com. So this is the address for the production login. Okay, so go here, enter username, password. I think what is the username I gave? This is the username, right? So simply here, okay, otherwise I'll do thing. Credentials, I'm just keeping here, okay? Username, here's a password. I'll give the password also going forward to you, okay? Um, so now use that username and enter the password. Okay, SFDC. Click on login. Okay, so if you see, I have logged in, right? So this is the way how we can sign up and log in. Okay. So what we'll do tomorrow, again, I'll log into this account and explain about the different applications and all those things. Okay. So today I have some work, so we'll continue tomorrow and proceed with the other steps. So before ending, any questions, anyone?